Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another author spotlight. Now I am joined with Inthirani Arul. Welcome, Inthirani.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm so happy to have you here and sharing about this incredible book and your chapter and the work that you're doing. We're going to be getting into it a little bit today. So, for anyone who's watching, my name is Nicolette Halliday. I am the CEO of Inspired Hearts Publishing. Inthirani is a co author in The Power Within, and we're going to be talking about her chapter, the work that she's doing in the world, and her experience in co authoring this book, which is the digital version is going to be available this Friday, November 14th. So make sure to grab a copy and read Inthirani's chapter if this conversation resonates, and read all the chapters, of course, but something might spark in our conversation today and you might feel especially resonant, and I encourage you to grab a copy. So Inthirani, I'm so curious. I just want to jump in to the questions right now.
Okay.
Just let me pull up my notes here. I had them open and then okay. So what the first question I have is, what inspired you to say yes to being a part of this book and this collaboration?
Well, what it really inspired me was the community and
Mm,
also, uh, you know, just the title of the book itself, The
mm,
Power Within.
mm.
And I thought that was really a beautiful title because I believe everything comes from within.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
so I thought it was a great
Wonderful.
opportunity to really explore for even go deeper for myself even.
Absolutely. And this isn't the first book you have contributed to. You have this is, what number is this again?
This is seven.
Seven. Okay,
Yeah.
book seven. Oh my gosh, it's so incredible. And I do have to say that something that can happen is people really love the experience of contributing to collaboration books, and sometimes you'll go on to share more than one chapter in different books. So it sounds like you've kind of followed that thread and shared little bits of yourself throughout the process. What did you enjoy most about being part of this book collaboration and the community?
Well, what I really enjoyed was just to to because at first I wasn't quite sure what I was going to write in this chapter. And because I've written other books,
Yeah.
and um, so I'm grateful that there was Terry Tonkin and there was you and
Yeah.
Jeannie. And there was a great team behind this
Yeah.
who really supported me through it and uh, really helped me dig deeper to see what I could share.
Yeah, there really was such a good, a one amazing team that Jenny put together. Really want to give her credit for that because she's been such a visionary, and supporting the authors through this process has been really important to both of us. And I feel like it's, us partnering together, and Terry and Diana, and doing all these things to support the outreach, the writing, all the processes has really created a ton of support for people. And I can imagine that your seventh chapter, you're like, wait a minute, what am I going to share about? Right. I kind of had the same experience because this is my ninth collaboration. And I'm like, I've written about a lot of things already, so got to dig a little deeper. So share a little bit about your chapter. And it's such a powerful reflection of your journey. Can you share the message that you share in your chapter?
Yeah, so it's really so the title of my chapter is
Mhm.
The Power of Compassion and Perseverance, the Journey of Devotional Presence. And uh,
Mhm.
it really helped me go deeper into my own journey of how empathy like lives within me and how my journey there's a thread in my journey of caregiving, and it really goes deeper into uh, the fluidity of all the experiences and how everything is connected.
Yes, absolutely. It's funny because I feel like this is a thread throughout a lot of chapters, and from talking to the authors who have contributed to the power within, it's something that a lot of us have had this kind of full circle moment to realize how far we've come, to kind of recognize some of our strengths that maybe we underappreciated or just didn't recognize because it was such an integral part of who we are. And it seems like that really came through for you in your chapter.
Yes. And I just want to clear that I've got is four collaborations. The rest
Okay.
are my own books.
Oh,
So
three of your
yeah,
books? Oh my gosh, I
yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
that. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
yeah,
That's cool. Wow.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, that's such an accomplishment. I mean, there's so many people who want to write one book or one chapter, so you should feel extremely proud. And we are honored to have your chapter highlighted in this book.
Thank you.
So, um, my next question for you is, was there a moment during the writing or publishing process that surprised you or shifted something within you?
Yes, absolutely. When I went to the actual editorials part of the book at the
Mhm.
very final end,
Yeah.
I honestly, the way I it was like I, the publisher, amazing. I was just so deeply moved. I mean, the tears started rolling as I was reading those edits.
Mhm.
And it was like it was drawn through me, like you really read m my heart. And
Mhm.
and I just love the title of your publishing company, Inspired Hearts. And it really connected with me on a deeper level.
Thank you so much. And yeah, I think this project has, every time I have really been really close to a project the way I have been with this one, I've been working with Jenny for several months to bring this book to life and working with the authors. And I think I care so much about this opportunity to share your story, your vision, to help you find clarity, to spotlight you and the work that you're doing, and um, the stories that you're sharing. So I do feel very connected, and it is close to my heart. So I appreciate that so much.
Felt it. Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you had that kind of feeling seen, and I think that's one of the things that we hope happens over and over again. So for anyone who's listening and has an opportunity to read Inthirani's chapter, and if it resonates, make sure to reach out to her and let her know, because I think it means the world to us when we hear feedback and encouragement. It's it takes courage to be vulnerable and share a deeper part of your story, to say yes to something that might feel uncomfortable, and getting that kind of feedback is so encouraging. So I just want to encourage everyone out there to make sure to reach out. And the book is going to be available November 14th. So make sure to grab a copy. And Inthirani's contact details are in her chapter, and you can reach out to her, of course, via Facebook also. So, this book is centered around strength, around voice, and vision. Which of those most aligned with your story or your current season of life?
Um, I believe it was, I mean, bits of all of them, but I would
Mhm.
say strength,
Mhm.
because I believe throughout my whole journey, perseverance has been a part of that journey, and it really has led me to where I am here today, being able to speak. I mean, because years ago I had severe anxiety. I would be stuttering when I spoke. My heart would be racing.
Yeah.
It was just so uncomfortable. And I always was trying to please the outer world when
Yeah.
I wasn't really connected with my own inner world. And it's just it's that strength of knowing that we are an expression of divine grace, and I'm so grateful to the divine um connection, international, and
Divine grace. I love that. I love the it feels so good and so uh meaningful. And so empathy is a big part of your chapter, right? And it kind of starts, you share some stories about your childhood, and carries through to the work that you're doing. Can you share a little bit about the work that you do now and how your chapter has really connected to the work or your mission or your vision, kind of the thing that you're moving towards?
yes, absolutely. I have been a caregiver all my life.
Mhm.
Well, a majority of my life, ever
Yeah.
since a young girl. And I'm still a caregiver. I work with adults with adverse abilities, and I used to work residentially. Now I work in a studio, a pottery studio.
Mhm.
I am just so grateful for, the all the people I meet are just such a gift in my life. I learn from every person,
Mhm.
and they're like my teachers. And and I'm constantly on this journey of growth, and
Mhm.
I always love to learn, and I know I'm not perfect. And I'm just, I'm I have this wonderful opportunity to, where I am now, the chapter president with the Vancouver chapter president with the Women of Global Change, and we're here to serve our community here in Vancouver, and really uplift, empower, inspire, and bring community together through collaboration, because every person has gifts, has abilities, and when we come together, we can truly do greater things. And
Absolutely.
leave a bigger impact, and make an incredible difference in the
Mm.
life of this, in our community, in the life of society, in the life of of on this planet.
Yes, I think sounds like you're being called to higher roles and really into these leadership spaces and in the organization that you're a part of, as well as this book. Collaboration is a part of it, right? Joining together, because when we can join together, it's like the it doesn't only make the process easier in so many ways, because you have people coming together with different skill sets and different abilities and different ways of kind of getting it out into the world. Um, but you also have um, the ability to, oh, I kind of lost where I was going with that. Whoops. That's okay. If it's meant to, it'll come back. But yeah, so I think there's so much to be said for collaboration. And I think the other thing is people are really hungry for connection, don't you think?
But yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And so how are you kind of working with that organization to bring that community and sense of belonging to people's lives?
Yeah, well, actually, we have this on November 23rd. There's a big event here in Vancouver, organized by Diversity Inclusion Support Group of British Columbia, and
Mhm.
um, and there's another organization. I forgot the name of it. Uh, it's Pam Media something.
That's okay. It'll come back if it's supposed
She's
to.
with the Rotaract.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm just so grateful because, it was meeting Lena Vargas, for example, she's the founder of diversity inclusion, and she really brought me into her circle
Mm,
and engaged me with her community. And
mm,
it was through that, now we're there's this big event and, have this opportunity to meet more people. And
mm.
it's just about constantly meeting and collaborating with others and learning from them and seeing how I can support them and how we can work together and
I love it.
do
That,
greater things.
that's awesome. I can't wait to see how all that unfolds for you. And I feel like it really mirrors kind of what we're doing here with this project, which is coming together and connecting and networking. And there is really something so incredible that happens when people come together with a shared vision, and a like-minded heart and mind, and are able to work together to create something super dynamic. Um, so for those who are listening, who feel called to write or share their story, what would you tell them?
Oh, yes. I'm going to share that the most important thing is to look within yourself
Mm,
because within you, you have you're, we have this diverse knowledge.
mm,
And when we can write it, speak it,
mm,
it becomes alive
mm.
and it becomes clearer and it grows. And
Yeah,
and I encourage you just to step into uh, just really discovering yourself because there
yeah.
is so much to discover within our own selves.
Yes, that's such good way of like seeing it because it really is true. I think the writing part can be incredibly cathartic sometimes for some people, or inspiring, or you see these parts of yourself and you're like, wow. It really helps bring the depths of you, and to see kind of what you've been through and weave those stories together and realize, oh, all of this kind of brought me to this point that I'm in here right now. And it really, what you said, when you write it, when you speak it, it's true. It comes to life, right? It comes out of us and becomes something that is significant, even though it's a part of us, it's separate, and that's pretty cool, I think. Um, so what kind of impact do you hope your story and the power within as a whole will have on the readers?
Yeah, so the impact I hope it brings to people is that every person matters
Mm,
and that we all have abilities, we all have had our struggles, our challenges, but your life matters and you have something far greater in yourself than
mm,
you may even be aware of.
yeah.
And never give up. Never give up because we're here for a purpose on this planet. And we're here, uh, we were created with love,
Yes.
from a place of devotion and love. And we are all an expression of grace, divine grace. So there's so much beauty within all of us.
Absolutely. That's such a good, amazing message. I know you share about a few of your clients that you've worked with and some of the things that you've learned from them in their progress. Do you think they'll have a chance to read it, or do you know that do you plan on sharing it with them, or?
Yes, absolutely. I will. I will
Yeah,
share
I'm
them.
sure it'll be meaningful to them, right? Yeah. That's
Yes.
exciting. That's
Yes.
awesome. So my final question for you is, what's next for you? Now that this part of your story is being shared out into the world, how can people, what can people expect? What are you planning on creating next?
Yes. So I'm working on building my chapter here in Vancouver, and
Mm.
uh, you
And
know,
remind us of the chapter, the organization name.
the woman of global change, and I'm the chapter president here in Vancouver, British Columbia,
Mhm.
Canada. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. This is an international
yes,
collaboration for
that's
everyone.
right. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's really where I'm at. I really want to, build on this chapter and really leave an impact here in our city, and which I know will ripple out to
Yeah.
parts of.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I know like the first when we first met, when you first joined as an author, and you're like, I'm not sure. And we talked about this organization that you're um leading, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's huge. Like I feel like you're just incredibly humble in the work that you're doing and the ripple that you are creating. And so I just want to say thank you because it is so inspiring, and it feels hopeful to know that there's people who have such an incredible gift of compassion and empathy and seeing people in their gifts. This is a crazy world we're living in, so it creates a lot of hope to get to be in your presence and hear your story and know that you're out there making an impact. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So, as a reminder, this Friday, November 14th, is the digital launch of The Power Within, Finding Strength, Voice, and Vision. Make sure to get a copy and read the chapters of these incredible authors. If any of it resonates, make sure to reach out, make sure to leave a review. And thank you all so much for being here. And until next time, we'll see you Friday, hopefully. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.